You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here. So today's anime review, we're going to be reviewing another anime film directed by Hayao Miyazaki, which I'll get into the Studio Ghibli reviews, which are today's anime review is Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. 1,000 years have passed since the 7 Days of Fire, an apocalyptic war that destroyed civilization and created the vast toxic jungle. A poisonous forest swarming with giant mutant insects in the kingdom of the Valley of the Wind. The prophecy predicts a savior clothed in blue robes descending onto a golden field, Nausicaa. The princess of the Valley of the Wind explores the jungle and communicates with its creatures, including the gigantic trilobite-like armored Ohm. She hopes to understand the jungle and find a way for it and humans to coexist. Late in the night, a massive cargo aircraft from the kingdom of Tolmakia crashes in the valley despite Nausicaa's attempt to save it. Its sole survivor, the princess Lastelate of Pigete, pleads with Nausicaa to destroy the cargo and dies. The cargo is embryo of a giant warrior of the lethal Gargaton humanoid bioweapons that caused the 7 Days of Fire. Tolmakia, a military state, seized the embryo and Lastel from the Pegete, but their plane was attacked by insects and crashed. One of the insects emerges wounded from the wreckage and poises to attack, but Nausicaa uses a bull roar to calm it and guides it away from the village. Soon after, the Tolmakian troops, led by Princess Kashuna, invade the valley, execute Nausicaa's father, and capture the embryo enraged. Nausicaa assaults several Tolmakian soldiers and is about to be overwhelmed when the valley's swordsmaster, Lord Yupa, soothes the belligerents. Kashahana plans to mature the giant warrior and uses it to burn the toxic jungle. Yupa discovers a secret garden of jungle plants reared by Nausicaa. According to her findings, plants that grow in clean soil and water are not toxic. But the jungle soil has been tainted by pollution. Kashana leaves for the Tolmakian capital with Nausicaa and 5 hostages from the valley, but Pegete Interceptor shoots down the Tolmakian airships carrying them. Nausicaa, Kushina, and the hostages crash land in the jungle, disturbing several ohms, which Nausicaa sues. She leaves to rescue the Pigete pilot Esable, brother of Princess Lestel, but both crash through a stratum of quicksand into a non-toxic area below the toxic jungle. Nausicaa realizes that the jungle plants purify the polluted topsoil, producing clean water and soil underground. Nausicaa and Asbel return to Pigete, but find it ravaged by insects. A band of survivors explains that they lured the insects to eradicate the Tolmakians and are doing to the same valley. They captured Nausicaa to prevent her from warning the valley, but with the help of Aspel, his mother, and a number of sympathizers, Nausicaa escapes on her glider, flying home. She finds 2 Pigete soldiers baiting thousands of ohms into the valley, using a wounded baby ohm. The people of the valley take shelter while the Tolmakians deploy the tanks and the giant warrior, but tank fire does not enter the ohms and the giant warrior, hatched prematurely, disintegrates. Nausicaa liberates the baby ohm and gains its trust. She and the ohm stand before the herd, but are run over. The ohms calm down and use their golden tentacles to resuscitate her. Nausicaa, her dress drenched blue with ohm blood, walks atop golden tentacles as through golden fields fulfilling the savior prophecy. The Ohms and Tolmekans leave the valley, and the Pidgeots remain with the valley people, helping them rebuild deep underneath the toxic jungle, non-toxic tree sprouts. So that's my review on Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. Oh, and the production. Hayao Miyazaki made his credited directorial debut in 1979 with The Castle of Cagliostro, a film which was a distinct departure from the antics of Lupin the Third franchise, but still went on to receive the Ofuji Noburo Award at the 1979 Manichi Film Concours, although Castle of Cagliostro was not a box office success. Toshio Suzuki, editor of the magazine Animage, was impressed by the film and encouraged Miyazaki to produce works for Animage's publisher Tokuma Shoten. Miyazaki's film's ideas were rejected, and Tokuma asked him to do a manga. This led to the creation of Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. Miyazaki began writing and drawing the manga in 1979, and it quickly became Animage's most popular feature. Hideo Ogata and Yasuyoshi Tokuma, the founders of Animage and the Tokuma Shoten, respectively, encouraged Miyazaki to work on a film adaptation. Miyazaki initially refused, but agreed on the condition that he could direct. In the earliest stages, Isao Takahata, credited as the executive producer, reluctantly joined the project even before the animation studio was chosen. Outside studio to produce the film was needed because Tokuma Shoten did not own an animation studio. Miyazaki and Takahata chose the minor studio Topcraft. The production studio work was known to both Miyazaki and Takahata and was chosen because it's an artistic talent, could transpose the sophisticated atmosphere of the manga to the film. On May 31st, 1983, and work began on the pre-production of the film. Miyazaki encountered difficulties in creating the screenplay with only 16 chapters of the manga to work with. Miyazaki would take elements of the story and refocus the narrative and the characters to the Tolmekian invasion of Nausicaa's homeland. Takahata would enlist experimental and minimalist composer Joe Hisashi to do the score for the film. In August, the animation work began on the film and was produced by animators who were hired for the one film and paid for per frame. One notable animator was Hideaki Anno, a founding member of Gainax, who among later works wrote and directed another anime title series, Neon Genesis Evangelion, which I'll plan on do an anime review of Neon Genesis Evangelion for the later anime review. Anno was assigned to draw the challenging God Warriors attack sequence, which, according to Toshio Suzuki, is a high point in the film. The film was released on March 1984, with a production schedule of only 9 months and with a budget equivalent to $1 million. The film Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind was released by Toei Company on March 11, 1984. In Japan, the film grossed about 1.48 billion yen at the box office, selling 914,767 tickets and earning a 742 million yen in distribution income. Overseas, the film grossed about $1,720,214 from theatrical releases in 7 countries between 2006 and 2017, including 521,343 in France alone. Home releases include the original April 1984 Laserdisc release and part as the Uburi ga Ippai Suta Agio Jiburi LD Zenshu, Ghibli Complete Collection, Studio Ghibli Complete Laserdisc Collection from August 1996, the original March 1984 VHS version by Animage and re-released by Buena Vista on September 19th, 1997. And as well as many of these home video releases, I guess. 3 DVD sets were released in Japan, with the regular DVD and figure set released on November 19th, 2003, and a collector set following on December 7th, 2003. By 2003, Nausicaa has sold about 1.77 million VHS and DVD units in Japan. Mason International and Showman Incorporated produced a 95-minute English dub adaptation of Nausicaa, the film titled Warriors of the Wind, which was released theatrically in the United States by New World Pictures on June 13, 1985, with the VHS video release in December 1985, and in the late 80s, Vestron Video would release the film. First Independent Video would re-release it in 1993 with another minute cut from the film. The voice actors and actresses were not credited and were not even informed of the film's plotline. The film was heavily edited, marketed as a children's action-adventure film, although it got a PG rating just like Disney's later English dub. Consequently, part of the film's narrative meaning was lost. Some of the environmentalist themes deleted, as the main subplot of Mu altered, turned them into an aggressive enemies. Most of the characters' names were changed, including the titular character who became Princess Zandra. The United States cover of the VHS release featuring cadre of male characters who are not in the film, riding the resurrected God Warrior, including a still living warrior shown briefly in flashback. Approximately 22 minutes of the scenes were cut for the film's North American release. Dissatisfied with Warriors of the Wind, Miyazaki adopted a strict to no edits clause for further foreign releases of Studio Ghibli's films. In fact, on hearing that Miramax co-chairman Harvey Weinstein would attempt edit Princess Mononoke to make it more marketable, Toshio Suzuki sent an authentic katana with a simple message: no cuts. Warriors of the Wind also prompted Miyazaki to allow translator Toren Smith of Studio Protest to create an official, faithful translation of the Nausicaa manga for Viz Media. Especially the deleted scenes that were removed for Warriors of the Wind, but they were later restored in Disney's North American DVD re-release. So that's going to be it for my anime review on Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my quick thoughts about Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. I have Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind on DVD, which is the Disney re-release with the deleted scenes that are restored, because those scenes were cut from the New World release as Warriors of the Wind, because I have it in my anime collection on DVD, which is Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. I have in my anime collection. Hope to subscribe for content. My Anime Planet link in the description down below. You can share this video on your Twitter and Facebook. If you have Twitter and Facebook account, be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button on this video. Please leave it in the comments on anime on a Miyazaki Studio Ghibli film to leave it in the comment section below on this video as well. For every anime review, just to cover a Studio Ghibli title. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RuRoniK95. Feel free to join my channel. Click on my notifications bell button. Check out my other previous videos that I uploaded as well, I guess. And because I'm running out of time, because I had to cover this anime review with an anime title from Studio Ghibli, that's why. And that's all I have to say. So keep it otaku for this anime review on Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind, because I have to cover some anime reviews with all titles from Studio Ghibli, that's why. Maybe I could do the reviewing the rest of Studio Ghibli titles. This concludes my Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind review. This is RuRoniK95 saying thank you for watching my anime review. I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoy my anime review. I hope to see you soon for the next anime review, and have a great day. This is RuRoniK95 signing off, and thank you for watching my anime review on Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind for today's anime review.